Hi, as promised, here's a sample from the first book. This is called "The Fish Head is Staring at Me." I love rustic lodge restaurants, especially those in state parks or naturey tourist areas. I tell myself the food there is locally sourced instead of coming from a frozen plastic pouch created at a Cisco factory, as is a lot of chain restaurant food. Often this strategy serves me well. I get to eat in a relaxing, non-chain restaurant environment during which I might get some idea whether I'm in South Dakota or Iowa, and there is a difference. I also got some very good bluegill fillet in a Wisconsin lodge a few years ago. Sometimes very bad things happen when I try to go rustic. I ordered trout at a lodge in South Dakota without bothering to ask if it was a trout fillet. No, it was not. Fish came to my table whole, tail, head, and bones included. I just stared at it in silent horror, unsure of how to deal with the problem. I just wanted some tasty local fish, not a biology dissection practice model. My dinner companion was very amused at my reaction and simply waited to see how I would handle the problem. I was at a loss for words, and my wife Jocelyn can tell you what a rare occurrence that is. Let me just say that when I was growing up in a pastor's home, folks would often donate fish to our family, and those fish were almost never filleted. My merciful mama apparently removed the fish head from the rest of the body, and sometimes the tail as well, before plating it. In my childhood, I spit out or swallowed all the fish bones I ever cared to experience. This is the reason I only ate fish from McDonald's or Long John Silver's once I could pay for my own food. I don't need no fish bones. So at this point, I was unsure whether to send the fish back to the kitchen for further processing. I thought they might do something even worse to it, or try to ignore the eye staring up at me, or just fill up on the green beans and steak fries, which were very good. The tail wasn't that big a problem. I just detached it and wrapped it in my paper napkin, which I then secreted out of my sight. The head was another matter, because I didn't have another napkin. I finally resorted to pulling it free and hiding it under the edge of my plate. I then tried to forget about it while I picked what flesh I could from the horrid fish bones. Now I can hear some of my writers, like Jerry Don, my fellow church board member, and a lifelong hunter and fisherman, laughing at the city boy right now. After reading this, he'll probably say something like, "It's not hard to avoid the bones, and the flavor's better when the fish is cooked whole." As the cook in our home, I know that chicken or shrimp cooked whole does taste better. So, fine, cook my fish with bones, head, tail, whatever. Just don't make me eat any of that when you serve it. I'll pretend it came in a frozen shrink wrap package from the Cisco factory.